Freshpark, how to construct your quarter pipe. First, start by taking everything out of the box. Comes with 3 main panels, 1 coping and deck, a toe piece, the instruction manual, 2 long legs, 2 support arms, and 2 long support arms. Comes with 4 rolling wheels, 4 knobs, 9 long bolts for the hinges, some extra J-bolts for connecting the ramps, and 4 small bolts. First, start by laying everything out. We'll take our short and long support arms and set those aside. We'll take our main legs, we'll set those aside, and we'll also pull out our supplied hardware. We will flip over the toe piece and begin to lay everything out upside down for construction. We will flip over the lower panel. You'll notice this is a lower panel because there's no hinges on that side, and it'll line up right with the toe piece. We'll flip over the center section as well as the upper section with the Freshpark print on it. We will then flip over the coping and deck piece and slightly line everything up so we can see where it goes. Next, we will take our supplied 4 short bolts. We want 1 washer on the inside, 1 washer on the outside, and 1 locking nut. We will use the Allen key head on the inside of the ramp next to the panel, and the nut goes on the outside of the kick plate. Again, washer on the inside, washer on the outside, and we will just finger tighten everything for now. At the end of the segment, we will go back through and tighten everything as needed with the supplied tools. After we have the toe piece laid out, we will move to our center hinges for each panel. We will take the supplied 9 long bolts. Each of them comes with 2 washers. You want 1 washer on the inside and 1 washer on the outside of each of the hinges, and then finger tighten the lock nut. We're showing the washer there on the inside, washer on the outside, and finger tighten. You do want to make sure that each one of the hinges and panels line up flush. It is possible to put the hinge on the wrong side of the connecting hinge and have the panels crooked. From there, we will take our coping and deck piece. It is essential that you lift it up at an angle like this or the holes will not line up. Then taking the final 3 long bolts and sliding them through, 1 washer on the inside, 1 washer on the outside, and finger tighten them. This upper deck does take a little bit of maneuvering if you're doing it by yourself. If you have a friend, it is a little easier to line them up. We'll finish by finger tightening the last nut. We will grab our supplied Allen key and wrench, and we will go back to the toe piece, and we will tighten each one of the 4 short bolts so that they are very firm but not over tightened. The ramp will self-level itself once we flip it over, so you do not need to over tighten these. Next, we will move to each of the hinge bolts. We will also tighten these so that they are firm, but do not over tighten these. If you over tighten them, they will not allow the ramp to fold for storage. Be sure and tighten each one of these and double check them to make sure that your ramp is safe. We'll move up to the coping and deck piece. Again, tighten these so that the hinge just touches and the lock nut catches, but do not over tighten. This ramp typically takes about 15 minutes to put together if you follow these instructions. An experienced ramp builder can build it in about 5. We will then take our 4 supplied wheels take off the wing nut, and we will slide it through the side holes, sleeves of each panel. You'll want to put it on the lower section or the back section of each of the panels so that when you fold it up, it allows for easy rolling. When you reapply the wing nut, make sure that it is as tight as you can get it. You can hold the inside with your finger and tighten as much as possible. If you are going to be connecting quarter pipes side to side, you do not need to use these wheels as they will get in the way. And you would use the wide J-bolts that are supplied as accessories with the kit to connect your ramps side to side. From there, we'll tilt our ramp up on its wheels. We will fold the toe piece in to allow it to stand up on its side. And we will prepare to install the support legs. The support legs do go in at an angle. You want to make sure that you have the angle right, as it is possible to install these backwards. You will finger tighten each of the knobs. Do not over tighten these and do not use any tools. Again, make sure that you line up the sleeve with the end of the leg. Tighten the knobs as much as possible, but do not use any tools. From there, we will fold out the toe piece. We will pull the ramp so that it is set up on each of its legs. From there, we'll take our 4 thin J-bolts, remove the wing nut. We will take our long support bar and short support bar, using the center hole on each. The long support bar goes on the outside, the short support bar goes on the inside, and again using the center hole for each of these, then reapply the wing nut. It is crucial that you use the washer on the outside of the support bars. We will then take the next thin J-bolt and the end of our long support bar. We will feed it through the hinge. It will line up directly. It may take a little adjustment, but it fits in the center hinge. Then we will take our third J-bolt and the short support bar and line it up with the next hinge and finger tighten the wing nut. You will do this on both sides of the ramp, and then it is ready to skate. For more tips on how to connect the ramp side to side or back to back, visit freshpark.com.